Most people just get stuck, they stay stagnant, and they're like, oh, I need to watch 500 videos on running Facebook ads before I sign a client. You're putting the cart before the horse. You're buying a car before you know for sure you can even get a driving license, okay? Don't do it, it's stupid. First, we're gonna sign the clients, then we're gonna figure out fulfillment. Fulfillment is pretty damn easy. All we need to do is sign the clients, okay? We need ad spend, and the way that we get ad spend is we get our clients to buy into us by giving us money and also saying, hey, I'm going to give you this amount of ad spend that you can spend to basically figure out how to fulfill, okay? All you need to do at this stage is set appointments and close appointments, okay? And at this stage, I just want to preface this and say, I literally had written on my wall in front of me that I would read every single day, does this get me closer towards a sale? And I'd encourage you to do the same because it's very easy to get sidetracked by things that seem important but do not move the needle forward. Like watching a Ben Heath Facebook ads video. Love the guy, amazing videos, but we don't need it right now, okay? All you need to do is set appointments and close appointments. And I got this abbreviation from Agency Lab, SACA. So I would encourage you to just put that everywhere. Even if you need to write out every single day on a piece of paper, which, by the way, that's a story for another day, but I used to do that too. I'd write out every single day for a year straight. I make 100K a month. If you need to do that and put, I make 10K a month in my agency, and you have to write that every single day until you seem like a psychopath, you've got like 3 journals full of saying you make 10K a month, do it. Because you've got to obsess over your goal for your goal to become reality, okay? So here's what we're going to set up. And again, same as always, make sure to check every box before moving on. I would encourage you to file, make a copy of this so you can check it off and interact on it as well as normal. So we're going to go over offer, guarantee, and pricing structure. How do you build out your offer? Lead generation system. How are you going to generate leads? Again, if you don't know what a lead is, if we just do a general recap, it is somebody that has showed intent or interest in buying your thing. Okay, that is what we're classifying as a lead. So how do we generate those interested people that want to buy your service? The sales call, pitch deck, and scripts, payment link templates, and then the contract to send to prospects to cover your back and add another level of professionalism. Now, before we dive into the practical setup of the above steps, it's important that you understand the process of acquiring a client. Now, what I mean by acquiring a client is getting somebody to give you money and basically putting trust in you to say, hey, I'm going to give you money in return. I want you to deliver the service. Now, there is only 4 things that we need to do to sign a client. Generate leads, which is the lead generation system. Get those leads to book a sales call on a calendar page, or we can just book it ourselves on our calendar. Get those bookings to show up to the call using call reminders and getting them excited for the call. And then selling the people that show to the call on our product/service. Okay? And that is where we're going to be using a proven sales framework and pitch deck. Now, the way that I see the acquisition process of acquiring a client is kind of like a pipe, because there's different stages. One stage moves to the next stage, to the next stage, to the next stage. So the first one is we generate leads, which is attention. Then we turn those leads into bookings, which is sales calls. Then we get those booked leads to show up. So we have a showed sales call. And then we sell those leads that show to the call on our program, which is sales. Okay? Now you can see here the first step is generating leads, getting attention by putting our offer in front of our ideal client. So we first must create a new no-brainer offer that anybody would feel stupid saying no to. So the first thing we're going to do now is building out your offer. We need to make an offer we can put in front of our prospect's face that would make them feel stupid saying no to. And this is especially important for your first 1 to 3 clients. Your goal is not to make $10,000 collected up front and get rich off your first 3 clients. You probably don't have the experience or sales ability or social proof to do that yet. Now, if you have sales experience and you're really good at sales and you know you are, not you think you are, but you have a proven track record to prove you are, you can collect a lot of money up front. But really, the first few clients that you get, your goal is to just learn how to fulfill. And if you can earn while you learn on a performance-based model where, let's say you get $100 every appointment you book them, great. And then you can slowly start to increase your price and make more money later down the line, okay? But what we can do is present the prospect with an offer so good that they'll trust us with their advertising budget. All we're doing right now is when we sell a prospect, the first few are essentially buying their trust in you. Again, our goal is not to make a boatload of money immediately. We want to make money. That's why you're watching this video, okay? But you've got to understand that when these gurus sell you on, oh, you can just reach out to somebody and they're going to pay you $2,000 a month. Maybe. Right? But the likelihood of that being true, especially when you have no social proof, no idea what you're doing, you're completely inexperienced, is 0 to none. And our goal is to get clients to commit to letting us use them as a guinea pig. And what I mean by guinea pig is we get them to say, hey, I'm going to pay you X amount for every appointment you bring me, where you earn while you learn, literally, based on performance. So you have room to fuck up. Because if you take all this money up front and you have no idea what you're doing, the problem is you're going to have a lot of pressure on you. Pressure is good, but the likelihood of that client being really pissed off when they realize that you're really inexperienced is going to be very high, especially if you're a complete beginner, okay? But what we're doing is we want trust, and that trust is therefore going to get people to commit to giving us ad spend. Ad spend is basically what we get the client to say, hey, I'm going to spend $50 a day on ads, which you're going to run their ads for them with that ad spend, which is going to allow you to figure out how to run the ads. Right now, you may not have that money to be able to do it yourself, nor would you want to. You might not run the business that you're advertising to, okay? So basically, we want to use them as a guinea pig where they allocate a set amount of ad spend, advertising spend to go to Facebook every month into paid ads. And we can use their money to figure out how to get them and your future clients results ethically, of course. And the way that I see this, I just want to reframe your mindset because some people might be thinking, well, isn't that wrong? You know, we're selling somebody on something we've never done before. It's a gray area, okay? Sometimes you got to go in gray areas in business. That's just how it is. And one thing that I will reframe your mindset on is the way that I see it is I've sold so many people on things that I've never done in my life, but I trust myself to take their money and figure it out. And that's the way that I would encourage you to see it. Like, you want to see yourself as like, nobody else is going to work as hard as me to take their money and figure this out. Because all of it is really simple. Running ads, generating leads, qualifying them, booking them in. It's so simple. It's so easy. But it's just, do you trust yourself with their money? And even if you don't, you've got to figure it out. You've got to get it done. The first one is always the hardest, okay? So the best way to find a proven offer or guarantee that you can present in your marketplace to get clients. I really like this quote, and it's a bit of a gray area, but good artists copy, great artists steal. Now, I'm not saying straight up copy your competition verbatim. I've had this done to me multiple times, more than I can count in my current agency, and it's fucking annoying. Don't be that person. But you can model what's already working. Your competitors have already done the hard work for you by spending their money and time to find what's working. So all you need to do is find the ads that they run to get clients, replicate what's working, and craft your offer. Pretty simple. And the goal of our offer is make an offer our prospect wants to say yes to, make the offer feel like it will get them directly what they want, their desire, by solving their problem, pain, and figure out what your clients want and need and offer it to them. So that being said, couple of action steps we're going to run through to check off all boxes by modeling the heavy hitters in your niche and by using my pre-trained offer AI that I've already built out for you to help you create your offer. So, action steps. First thing is you're going to list out all the competing agencies in your space or big players in similar industries who spend a ton of money on ads. And if you don't know of any, just use mine for reference, okay? You can literally go to the Facebook ads library and type in niche keywords to find them. So I've got this big agency build out document that we've already gone over. I'm just going to add a section at the bottom here called competitors, and I'm going to list them out. Now, I have no idea what competitors I have in this industry, which is local accessibility renovation contractors or general remodeling companies offering ADA or aging in place services, just to recap. So if I want to find that, for example, if you're in med spa, you type in med spa patients, med spa marketing, or guaranteed patients. Now, if you haven't heard of this term or this tool called the Facebook ads library, it's basically every ad that is running ever on Facebook is put here in one centralized place. And every ad that anybody is running is live. And your competitors are not only running ads for their clients, they're probably running ads for themselves to get clients. And they will be presenting their offer or their guarantee in those ads. So if we go here and try and find them, what we need to do is put in keywords related to our industry, go through the ads library, find their ads, find the ones that have been running for a long period of time, and then list out all of the competitors that are running ads for a long period of time, okay? So here's how we're going to do this. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to come here and just type in keywords. And if you need help with keywords in your industry, if you don't know any, I'm just going to put here, copy my document in with all my information from my industry. I'm going to put this in, the action steps, and I'm going to put, I need help with making keywords to search for in the Facebook ads library to find competitors. Competing agencies in my niche. Okay, so we're just going to type in aging in place remodeling, like so. What we're looking for here is we're looking for agencies that are running ads to acquire clients, not necessarily the ads directly to the homeowners, okay? So you may need to do a little bit of looking here, especially depending on how niche your industry is. So these bathroom upgrades can prevent serious accidents at home. Certified pros explain how to make aging in place safer. Okay, I don't really think there's anything on here. Let's go home safety renovation. And usually, the more of a blue ocean niche you're going into, meaning like not many people are in it, the harder it is going to be to find other competitors, which is fine. We've got other things we can do if we can't find any. But we are going to find some. And even if it's not in your industry directly, in a similar industry, can also help. Okay, so accessibility remodeling. Let's see if we go with this one. Let's see if we can find anything. Free quotes in minutes. Okay, looks like these are all remodelers. So what we might want to type in is remodelers. Let's see if we can find any for that. If we go a little bit broader. There we go. Now we're starting to get ads. So now we can see this is an agency, right? This isn't somebody trying to target a remodeling person who wants a remodeling job done. Kitchen remodelers. We're looking for one ambitious kitchen remodel per area to partner up with and provide you with 6 to 12 kitchen remodeling projects. Now what I want you to do, when you find your competitors, you're going to make a new document, okay? And you're going to put in all of their ad information in their offer, okay? So this one, we're just going to get this, we're going to paste it in, and we're going to screenshot the ad, like so. So I can see their offer here is pay per project, meaning they're framing it as if somebody only pays after they get a project. Here's another example, bathroom remodelers. And we can do the same thing. See, let's take a look at this video.
We're looking for one kitchen remodeler in your zip code to partner up with and bring you 6 to 12 new high-paying jobs per month, guaranteed, or you don't pay a cent. With our system, you never pay for leads or appointments. You only pay us when you close a new kitchen remodel. Our highly trained internal...
Okay, and what you can actually do is we can actually go a step further and maybe even download this ad. So if you want to download video ads, if you didn't know, there is a tool that you can do that with. Now, for the purpose of this video, I don't think it's relevant. We're just going to mainly focus on ad copy, okay? So we're going to keep going. And then when you find one that's running ads, like this We Are Fluent, guys, sorry if you're watching this, I can then put in their page and I can click on them and then I can see all the ads they're currently running. So here's another one. Let's just put all of their ad copy in one document. Okay, here's another image. Let's put this in. Boom. Okay, and now we're going to continue. Let's see if there's any other keywords. The one that worked here was remodelers. I was able to find competing agencies with this keyword. Is there any others I can look into? So you can see here how I'm not able to find any specific home safety renovation agencies, which is actually a good thing.